What's up? Hi.
Tyler, keep the same.
Hey! Got to with that quality humor.
Yeah. We made a video a little while ago of the top songs in the 1980s. It was just more of a laid back thing and just talked about a bunch of great songs from the 80s. Now we're going to do it from the 90s. There's a lot of good shit in the 90s.
I feel like we shouldn't have to put like any kind of disclaimer, but it's just our taste.
Yeah,
I guess
exactly.
It's not like the definitive.
Exactly.
No, this is the definitive list.
Yeah.
This is the be all end all.
If your song isn't included in this list, well then it sucks.
Yeah, that's just how it is.
It's a terrible song.
Exactly. I mean, there was a shitload of songs from the 90s that are really good. We're only pulling, a handful of what we really enjoy.
The shitty decade for music.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Yeah. No innovation.
It's the worst.
No innovation. Nothing.
Nope.
Just one hit wonders.
Yeah.
Well, there is quite a few one-hit wonders.
Yeah, it's true.
For sure.
That is kind of the case. But all right. So first song was the first song that came to my mind when I thought of the 90s. I'm Down on the Hole, Alice in Chains. It's my favorite Alice in Chains songs, and I think it's. I just like the whole aesthetic of the song. How it's like this really dark, yet very almost like emotional thing, and it's definitely one of my favorite songs vocally with Lane Staley's performance, especially in like the chorus. That really is what sells me throughout this song.
To me, it's the middle section when him and Jerry Cantrell are going back and forth.
Yeah,
Shit's good.
it's a lot of good stuff, especially and that's just like to me the best Alice in Chains song.
Yeah.
Next, I have Interstate Love Song by Stone Temple Pilots. I kind of just went.
Stealing all my songs, man.
Sorry, I'm trying. Don't worry.
Yeah.
My list is all kinds of places. But yeah, again, probably the best Stone Temple Pilots song. I almost put Dead and Bloated because I really like Dead and Bloated, but I just think this one. I mean, the main riff is super catchy, and it's probably one of the catchiest riffs to come out of the grunge scene. I can't talk.
Richard.
I can't talk today. My mouth don't
Even
work.
that beginning, just how like soft and just beautiful it is. Just
It fits perfectly.
it gives you the feels every time. I love that song.
Next for what?
I forgot. That's something really.
Next one, kind of gonna flip flop and go to a very long list of just pop songs. I have "Wannabe" by the Spice Girls.
All right. Yeah.
That song is catchy. It's one of the catchiest songs I've ever heard. And it's just, especially because the chorus is what everybody remembers, and it's weird when you find out like things like that. That was like the second song they ever recorded together. Like they just and they wrote that song and recorded it together. And I'm like, oh wow. But I mean, that's like one of the quintessential like '90s pop hits. I mean, when you think '90s and pop, everybody goes to. Then I have "Larger Than Life" by the Backstreet Boys.
Oh yeah.
It's my favorite
Fuck yes.
My favorite Backstreet Boys song. That song's super catchy.
Yeah.
It's also which the chorus is incredible, and just the music behind it with is like it's dumb, but it's so great.
That chorus is fucking great, dude.
I was looking at like lists, and everybody's like, "I want it that way," and I'm like, "Yeah, but Larger Than Life, man. The song's so fun. Like it's one of the more fun songs that I've like heard." Next, I have "My Name Is" by Eminem. Probably, at least in my opinion, one of the only really good songs from his first album. I mean, most of this best stuff comes in from like the second and third albums, but I mean, the song is like different, at least in terms of rap, than like anything that was going on at the time. And Eminem raps about things and has lines in that song that you wouldn't get away with today. There's some like homophobic moments on that song, but homophobic. And yeah. Okay, next.
I mean, Eminem, he was very different.
Very
when
different.
It came out.
Oh yeah, it was.
So, yeah.
It's just like all the shock value and whatnot.
Yeah.
So next, I have "Jump Around" by House of Pain. I mean, the song's famous for Mrs. Doubtfire, for that one scene in a 10-second scene in a movie, but the song is catchy. And it's from the bounciness of the rhythm behind it.
It's in Happy Gilmore too.
Is it Happy? Okay, it is a Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, it was like a montage song.
They made a Happy Gilmore too.
I wish. Actually, no, I don't wish for that.
No,
not anymore.
Yeah, not now. Like a couple years ago, or like 10 years ago, sure.
Even then, I don't know.
So it's like again, it's like the only song by House of Pain that matters. But like songs like again, I there's a lot of '90s pop and there's a lot of catchiness. Then I have Semi Charmed Life by Third Eye Blind, which is the song's all about doing drugs, which is really funny. But it's like the super happy sounding thing.
Yeah, drugs is funny.
Yeah, drugs is funny.
Drugs is funny.
And like, you know, Third Eye Blind is, you know, was, I guess they're still, I mean, I don't know what they're doing anymore, but I mean, they were popular. I don't know if they're still doing much, but I mean, I haven't heard too much from them, but I mean, this is like the one Third Eye Blind song that I know, but I really, really like this song. Then, Good Vibrations by Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. This song is stupid, but this song is fucking fun. I mean, the chorus is awesome, and it's Marky Mark rapping with a Boston accent. It's just, again, it's also just the added factor of thinking of Mark Wahlberg, like, you know, a guy who does Transformers movies now, being in a rap band and posing for Calvin Klein back in the 90s, you know.
Yeah.
It's just really funny and stuff like that. Then I have Bop by Hanson, which is another stupid 90s pop song that I really like. I mean, this song was everywhere in the 90s, and it's like one of those, like, catchy, like, summer songs that, you know, you play, you put the windows down in summer and whatnot. Then I have Creed, My Sacrifice. Probably my favorite Creed song. I really like this one. I just like the chorus and whatnot. And I mean, there's a lot of good songs from
Wasn't that 2000 though?
I thought it was 99. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I looked it up and I thought it was, and it was. It's from. I think it's from. I mean, it's from the same album as like Higher, and that was like 99.
Okay.
So.
Okay, yeah. I'm thinking of a different one.
Yeah.
You're right.
Today Was a Good Day by Ice Cube.
Fuck yes.
Song is incredible.
I fucking love this song, man.
From the lyrics, which are just great, but then also the rhythm behind it is just
the rhythm is one of the best like beats I have ever heard in a song. It's perfect.
And it's like it's the only Ice Cube song that I know, but it's great.
Yeah.
Like, and it
has this like sexiness to it. Like you could totally take his lyrics away and just have that beat playing and just go down.
Yes. Next, I have I have a Tout le Monde by Megadeth. Again, one of my favorite Megadeth songs, and mostly for like again the chorus and whatnot, and the solo in that song is one of the best Megadeth solos out there.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, I mean, and I also like the re-recorded version, but there is something that sounds a little bit more darker and melancholy about the original from that album. Next, The Kids Aren't Alright by The Offspring. It's my favorite Offspring song. It's just super catchy and upbeat, and it's like the chorus and whatnot that gets me on that song all the time. Because it's my favorite song by The Offspring. The Offspring, I don't know, they're an interesting band. I like a few songs by them, but I don't know. Then I have More Human Than Human by White Zombie.
Oh shit, yeah.
Which is a great White Zombie song.
Fantastic.
Fucking grooves.
Yeah.
Especially with like the slide guitar parts and Rob Zombie's vocals, which is always weird.
The song was inspired by Blade Runner.
Yeah, yes it was.
Yeah.
Bulls on Parade, Rage Against the Machine. The intro riff. And just, well, I mean, everything about the song, but the intro riff. It's definitely my favorite Rage Against the Machine song, and just how creative Tom Morello is with the guitar, making it sound like he's like a disc jockey.
That song's heavy, dude.
It is.
Especially the end, when the main riff comes back, and scream Bulls on Parade. Fucking so heavy, I love it.
And then the last song that I have on here, Walk by Pantera. Which is, I mean, main riff. The Walk by Pantera is one of the best metal songs ever written. From the solo, which is one of those things, we talk about the song all the time, because the solo, which is just like, how do you come up with stuff like just dragging your finger up and down the fretboard, to just the main riff and Phil Anselmo's vocals, the song's perfect.
Yeah. Walk's on my list as well. And that, I was thinking about doing like Cowboys from Hell or something, because that was something that really like put Pantera on the map and really took them to another level. This song really took them to another level. And it's just every time that guitar starts up, just the simplicity of that riff and how fucking mean it sounds. Like, there's still, like, no band out there or any guitar player to me that has a guitar tone like as good as Dimebag Darrell had. Like, that band is just so... When you listen to them and you listen to bands now, like, Pantera is very ahead of their time, in my opinion.
Definitely.
And they were definitely taking the torch from some of these thrash bands that went off and did strange stuff. But that song's just mean. It's fucking fantastic. Phil sounds fantastic in that song, too.
I forgot to add Pantera to my list. That's what I was thinking about earlier.
Yeah.
No, well, that's on mine. There's like 15. I'll do honorable mentions at the end. And everybody else.
Yeah. I can go next. So, like you, I had Down the Hole, Interstate Love Song, Walk, Pantera. One, like, pop jam that I fucking adore is Getting Jiggy With It by Will Smith. That song is just, it's one of the most perfect, like, pop songs that I feel I've ever heard. And to me, it's like the rhythm in his voice and then also the beats behind everything. And it's just, it's perfect. And that chorus is just phenomenal. You know, Getting Jiggy With It. It's fucking awesome. It's great. I get so happy every time I hear that song. A great 90s rock jam for you, If You Can Only See by Tonic.
Oh, alright.
If you can only see the way she loves me, maybe you'd understand. That song is just wonderful. And it's a great song of just like, it's a nice summer day, you know, it's in the evening, roll the windows down, just put that on, jam the shit out of it. But it has a fantastic chorus. I have Tornado of Souls by Megadeth. I think there's a lot of things you could take from Megadeth, like a Tu Le Monde's a good one, obviously, like Symphony of Destruction or something like that. Tornado of Souls to me, and I choose this song because, you know, this was kind of a turnaround for Megadeth in a way, and this is from Rust in Peace, which is by far their best album. It's one of the best metal albums ever written, and this just riffs all over the place. Dave Mustaine sounds great in it, and it has one of my favorite guitar solos of all time in it. And, you know, I think even within just Rust in Peace, you can go with just about anything and be all right. You know, I had The Unforgiven by Metallica. So the Black Album came out in '91. That obviously definitely changed a lot of things, just for Metallica and for thrash and rock as well. And that's the song off of that album that I just think is above everything else. I mean, obviously, Enter Sandman's the one that really shot them through the roof in popularity, but this song, it's still, like, even if they put this song on, you know, if they stayed thrash and put this song on their albums, I still think it would be fucking killer. And it has, by far, the best solo from Kirk Hammett. I had Maya in Prison from Creed. Off their first album, it was like kind of the first single that they ever put out. That song's just fucking great. It was like, hey man, Creed's arrived. We're taking over the world. Even Flow by Pearl Jam. Fucking, you know, you could go with just about anything off of the album 10. And there's some other songs in the 90s that they have. Jeremy, yeah. And then I was thinking about maybe the song Black, which is phenomenal, but Even Flow to me is the one that kind of, it feels very 90s. Has a great fucking riff. You don't know what anything Eddie Vedder's saying. And it has a fucking wonderful chorus as well. It's just such a wonderful song to listen to. I'm going to give two polar opposites here. I'm going to have a poppy song. Waterfalls by TLC.
Yeah.
The song's great. And TLC wasn't around for too long because I think one of them passed away. But man, that, like, to me, when I think 90s pop, that's like instantly one of the songs I go to the most, because that chorus is just one of the catchiest choruses of all time. On the opposite side of the spectrum, Hammer Smashed Face by Cannibal Corpse. So death metal kind of started in the late 80s with, you know, Possessed and Death and stuff. But Cannibal Corpse, they came out, this is off their second album, and this is the biggest hit that they still have to this day. But this song just, this song and the album Tomb of the Mutilated just took death metal to a whole other level, in my opinion. And, I mean, this is one of the hardest things ever written still. When that starts up and it's like, dun, 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 it's just, it's fucking heavy. It makes you want to just jump in the pit, you know? This one, you know, I don't know if it's one of the, if it would really make a best song in the 90s list, but it's a song that I just love so fucking much. Return to Serenity by Testament. This is by far the best ballad they've ever done, and maybe one of the best, like, metal ballad songs ever. And that solo from Alex Skolnick is just, it's flawless. The whole thing is flawless. And this album is a little weird, and Testament survived the 90s in a very weird way, and then Chuck ended up getting cancer and all kinds of stuff, but this is still just such a beautiful song that I love. And same with this next one here, I'm just throwing it out as more of a shout out. Necroshine by Overkill.
Yeah.
Fucking just hits hard, it's great. Freak on a Leash by Korn. Korn, you know...
Korn's an interesting band.
Yeah. You know, I know this is like their most popular song, but still, like, this is one of their weirdest fucking songs.
There's a reason it's one of the most popular songs.
Yeah, and it's fucking mean, too. Like, even after the section where...
The scat vocal section.
John Davis
That's
doing
like one of the heaviest
shit.
things, like...
Yeah.
It's a scat vocal.
Yeah, but even right after when he's like, go, and it's just these straight chords, it is so fucking heavy. It's one of the heaviest things out there, especially for Korn, and it's great. I'm going to throw just a couple of these out here quick. Thunderstruck, AC/DC. It's one of their best songs. And, you know, they put out Back in Black, and then they had a few songs throughout the 80s, but, like, nothing really touched Back in Black. Then they put out The Razor's Edge, and there's a lot of great songs on there as an album. But Thunderstruck, it definitely kind of was like, hey, AC/DC can still write some killer shit. Symbolic by Death. To me, what I like about this song is over time, Death really changed what a death metal band could be, because they started off as, you know, very influential there, but then totally changed to be something totally different. Bring the Noise by Anthrax. I know this is kind of like a reimagining of this song, but still, Anthrax and a thrash band like this, you know, kind of partnering with a rap group. That's a big deal, you know. Self-Esteem by The Offspring. That's a song I think of, you know, when it comes to 90s and Offspring. Sober by Tool. Future Breed Machine, Meshuggah, you know. This, you know, Meshuggah was around for a little bit before this, but still, when Future Breed Machine starts on Destroy, Erase, and Prove, it's one of the fucking heaviest things, and it's one of the most different things of metal that metal has ever done at that time, because nothing sounds like Meshuggah. And then Meshuggah just completely influenced, you know, countless bands throughout their career, but definitely at the time it's like, nothing sounds like this. Like, this sounds so, like, weird that I just kind of want to turn it off. It's so heavy, and then these vocals are so just monotone in a weird way that something about it's great. And then just Painkiller, Judas Priest really changed them up there in their career. And then Blinded by Fear by At the Gates. I put this on here because, you know, why death metal really started in the mid-90s and everything. With, you know, there's In Flames, Soilwork, Dark Tranquility. But to me, At the Gates with Slaughter the Soul is a cut above all the rest, and is definitely something very different for, you know, the subgenres of metal. The 90s is where I feel metal really started to just go.
Yeah, because it was kind of like, it was only like a couple different things, and then it was like...
Yeah. That's why I got it. What you got?
I have 6 honorable mentions, didn't quite make the list, but could have been on the list. This weren't good enough. Facts of the matter. I had Time Bomb by Rancid, which is probably my favorite Rancid song. I had Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis. Zombie by the Cranberries. Yeah. Wannabe by Spice Girls. No Vaseline by Ice Cube, the diss track he made on NWA after the whole situation. That came out in 91. I thought it was the 80s, but it came out in 91. And then Intergalactic by the Beastie Boys.
Oh, Intergalactic's really good.
Then I tried to make a top 10. It's difficult, but I feel like toward the top of the list are songs that are generally toward the top. Let's start at number 10. We have End of the Road by Boyz II Men. It's a good fucking song, man. It's one of the better R&B songs out there. They're best.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah. And then I had Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah.
One of the biggest 90s songs. What's My Age Again by Blink-182. Just a fun song. It was off the same album as, what the fuck is their biggest song? All the Small Things. Yeah. Enema of the State. It actually came out in 99.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. It just like barely slipped in. Then I have No Shelter by Rage Against the Machine. The song off Godzilla, the album from the Godzilla movie. The best one.
The best one.
Then I have Dunkelheit by Burzum. Black metal. That's a black metal in there. It's a nice song.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like I'm into black metal, but I can like some of it.
Yeah.
Some of it's still really like...
It's hard to get into.
Yeah, but some of it, like Burzum, is I don't know, I kind of like Burzum.
Yeah, I mean, especially like the 90s is where black metal really started to take off. And some of that stuff is just like, to me, it's the production that holds it back. Like, I get it, it's raw, there's something about it that's great, but holy shit, some of that stuff sounds awful.
Yeah.
You know, I know there's a lot of black metal, like, elitists out there that'll get pissed at me, but it fucking sounds terrible. You cannot deny that, but that's part of the beauty of it. Burzum was one of them.
Yeah, I felt like the first Burzum album was really, I don't know, different.
Yeah.
But I feel like as they started to kind of, Varg kind of went on. I don't know. It really is just, like I said, I can't say I'm into all of it, but some of it I think has grown on me.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, some's grown on me, like Immortal with like Pure Holocaust and
Enslaved songs.
With their album Frost is really good. Yeah.
Then I have Bull in the Heather by Sonic Youth. I don't know. I struggled to come up with a Sonic Youth song because I know I really like Sonic Youth. I think it's this song. It's maybe not their most. Maybe it's one of the most popular songs, but it's not like anything. I think most people think of their album Dirty as like more grungy, I guess, but it's still kind of grungy. Then I kind of have a combination of two songs, but they kind of go hand in hand. The first song is a bunch of numbers. I don't know what it is, but then the second song is Sick off Slipknot's first album. They kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah, that was the 90s.
Maybe my favorite Slipknot song. I don't know, but it's up there.
Six is the song.
Yeah.
Very good.
Then 3, I have Bleed the Freak by Alice in Chains. Really good song.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Number 2, I have Longview by Green Day. It's one of the best bass lines, really memorable. A lot of the stuff from the 90s is, outside of American Idiot, is really the music to listen to for Green Day, I think. Just not into the newer stuff.
Yeah. The newer stuff's not that great. Yeah. Like there's, and to me, I think, then again, I'm not the biggest Green Day fan. It's usually like, there's usually like a couple songs every single album. Like, Minority is good. Everyone, Good Riddance, Time of Your Life is the other song everybody freaks out over. But yeah, Dookie's like up there.
Yeah. I don't want to be one of those people that's like they lost their edge, but they kind of like lost their edge. At a time where I think now, it's difficult because I feel like if they tried to go back and like, yeah, we have an edge again, it would come across as like,
we're reaching, we're trying to...
now? I don't know. It's just difficult. They're one of those bands that kind of defied everything about punk music because punk music is like, you look at the best punk bands, they never last. Because the members all hate each other, they're a bunch of drug addicts, someone dies, they're lazy, they just don't care, or they want to do other things. Black Flag lasted a few years, Sex Pistols, what's his name died. There aren't too many punk bands out there that last a long time, but then Green Day actually like breaking into the mainstream and being like that band. I don't know. They're really, like, no one really gives them enough credit for that. I think they did something really special.
They did. some people argue that they're not really punk, in which I do agree. Like they're punk, but I can kind of see where people are coming from. And like their new stuff, it's like some of the songs from the new album it's fine. Like I like the one song,
Still Breathing.
Still Breathing. I like that song. That's like the only. But
I think
like,
part of it's the production.
Yeah,
it's too clean and like radio friendly sounding.
It's not raw enough. Like even American Idiot sounded raw to an extent.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's my number 2. And my number 1 is Juicy by the Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah, yeah.
Best song of the 90s to me. Hands down. I didn't have any Tupac, but what the fuck's that song? Changes. It's pretty good. California Love.
California Loves.
Big one.
Great.
The Tupac was pretty cool.
Well,
Yeah.
But I think Juicy was the best song in the 90s to me.
Biggie's great.
Yeah. I mean, I could have put like Hypnotize or something.
Yeah,
but,
Hypnotize.
You know.
I'm trying to remember the one song. It might be Hypnotize. It's where he's like, I like it when you call me Big Papa. Like, fuck, what song is that? I like that one.
Fuck.
But yeah.
I know I have it in my
But
library here.
yeah. Trying to think of now some of my honorable mentions that didn't quite make my list. I mean, there's a lot of like pop. Probably because I mean, like NSYNC. I like NSYNC, but they were 2000s. They only had the one
Big Papa,
album.
yeah. That's what I was thinking, but I was like, the song's Big Papa.
Big Papa? Okay.
Yeah.
And like Tearing Out My Heart by NSYNC. It's like the only song from the 90s that matters by them. I almost had Britney Spears with Baby One More Time on mine, because that song fucking
Black Hole Sun.
Black Hole Sun.
Sun. Black Hole
Yeah.
Sun.
I...
Nirvana. Everyone's favorite Nirvana.
Yeah, I
didn't have anything from Red Hot Chili Peppers because I personally never got them. Like whatever, like what's his name? The singer. I don't know.
Yeah,
but I just never got into whatever he was doing. Kind of like I don't know. I just not for me.
My favorite Red Hot Chili Peppers songs are more recent ones. Like I mean, I really like Danny California. And it's like I think that's a great song. And then I like one of the newer songs from their album.
If we were talking 90s, Red Hot Chili Peppers, their album Californication has some jams on it, man, that I would point to. Like that, The Other Side is really good.
Under the Bridge?
Yeah, that one's early 90s, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, they have some stuff. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, but I can understand not getting into it. I mean, the Chili Peppers are like, I like songs by them. So I'm not really
Yeah,
like,
me too.
It's not like it's like, yeah, dude, this album is awesome.
Like, if you gave me a Red Hot Chili Peppers, like, greatest hits, I'd fucking listen to it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something really, I mean,
Wonderwall by Oasis.
Yeah.
Wonderwall by Oasis, Dead Skin Mask by Slayer, that was nice.
Yeah.
I
mean, Dark of the Season.
Anything from Seasons in the Abyss, really.
That was good.
No one had Enter Sandman.
I thought for sure somebody else would. Otherwise, I would have had it.
I mean, I like that song a lot, but
It's
I
like
just get
it's just because it's the most popular.
But yeah, The Unforgiven is definitely the best song from that album.
Yeah.
Nothing Else Matters is another probably really good one from that album.
I can see that one.
The Black Album's just a great album. It might be one of the best albums of that year. I think, if I remember correctly, we did. A lot of us did have it on there. So, it was we did that list like
a long time ago.
At least a year ago.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else.
Because I'm trying to think of, like, some of those thrash bands, they went in weird fucking directions, and some of that stuff in the 90s is definitely not their best stuff.
I mean, so some of the stuff from, like, I mean, if you were to throw, like, Fuel by Metallica on there, that's another...
Yeah, I mean, Metallica's kind of... Metallica and Megadeth are kind of the only ones because they
kind of went straight forward.
Yeah.
They became simpler. They weren't like, let's just do this.
Only by Anthrax.
Oh, yeah. That's
Sound of White Noise. That's actually 1993, I think it was. So
Leaves. That's like actually one of my favorite Anthrax songs.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Yeah.
Let us know what your favorite songs in the 90s are. Thanks for watching.
Stay tuned next time for the top song. What was it? 1913.
1913.
Top albums of 1913.
Yeah. Do 1913. Maybe do 1785 too.
1785 being good.
1785 is a little overrated. A little mainstream for me.